I am extremely pleasantly surprised. Hi, hello. Welcome to today's questionable taste testing. Okay, if this is the first dollar store taste testing video you have ever watched, first off, hi, hello, and welcome. And second, you're in for a treat, and I feel like I've kind of said that a couple times now because here's the thing. The dollar store. We all know it, most of us frequent it every so often. And if you've ever walked down the candy aisle, you've probably noticed that they have a large array of brand name candy, so candy that you're used to seeing pretty much anywhere you go, and then a whole lot of candy with a bunch of really random branding. And so I've done a bunch of different dollar store taste testing videos now, and to just give you like a quick rundown, they're a roller coaster. They go from like really good stuff to am I eating chemicals or like harsh chemicals, like what is going on? And so I have called it the dollar store mystery. Some things are hit by the dollar store disease. And that's just, I don't quite understand it, but I enjoy putting myself through the torture of taste testing the things I find to see what's good and what's not. And there have been items with brand names on them that have not tasted right at all. So I want to say it was either in November or December, probably November. I did a dollar store taste test with a few different brand name items, a couple non, and today I'm back with an interesting assortment of dollar store things. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so I do have like one random item to taste test, and they're candy puffs. So like I think like the puff mints, but in tropical flavors. And then so I found there were these two different brands. One was called Sour Dudes and one is called Sweeto. And Sour Dudes and Sweeto each have their own like sour straws, like filled sour straws. And then they also each have their own rainbow belts. And this was all sold within like one little area, and it got me very curious. So I bought all of them to try, and we're gonna kind of compare and contrast with these ones and just see why they felt the need to have both brands on their shelf, because I'm genuinely curious. But yeah, let's jump into it. I'm going to start with the candy puffs because I have a feeling I'm going to like these the least, and I kind of want to get them out of the way. But there's apparently 20% more in the bag. They're from a brand called Redbird Handcrafted Candy since 1890. So hopefully since the brand's been around for a while, they know what they're doing. But the flavors are pineapple orange, coconut lime, and mango. So I will try one of each. Okay, first things first, the bag smells super tropically and super coconutty. I'm not quite sure what's gonna be what. Okay, so there's a white with little orange stripes. There's a bright orange one. And then there are like these white ones with a green little dot in the center. I am extremely pleasantly surprised. So the coconut lime, there was both coconut and lime flavors. Neither of them were overpowering. They melded very well together. The same with the pineapple orange. I think the flavors were slightly less intense, but I also ate it right after the coconut lime. So I might have to, try this one again. It's like oddly refreshing for the texture that it is. And I would have to say the mango is easily my favorite. There is such a great mango flavor in this. So if you know what those pillow mints are, I don't know, not pillow mints, the They're puff mints. I'll throw a picture. If you like the texture of those, that's exactly what the texture of these are. And they're just in different fun flavors. The mango almost has like a cotton candy finish to it flavor-wise. These are super interesting, and I am very pleasantly surprised. Like, I will probably be making my friends try these. Like, you need to try these because they're very different, very unique. And on the back it says, since 1890 we've been handcrafting our candy puffs from our home right here in North Carolina. So I'm assuming it's like a smaller family-owned candy company. I'm definitely gonna try to remember to look up this company because now I am quite curious as to what else they do. But yeah, I'm impressed. Are you impressed? All right, it is time for the first battle. So, like I said, we have the brand Sour Dudes, and on their packaging it says made with real fruit juice, sour belts, rainbow berry flavor, and that's all I need to tell you. On this one, it says sour rainbow belts, also made with real fruit juice, and this one on the back says women owned. So, let's try them. I'm gonna start with Sour Dudes. Okay, so first off, I really like this. They're in a tray. I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. Oh, and so are these. Okay, well, I don't need to pull both trays out, but I am gonna pull out. Okay, so this is the Sweeto. This is the Sour Dudes. They're the same exact width. All of the colors are in the same place. And aside from being slightly colored different, they look really goddamn similar. Okay, very interesting. So the Sour Dudes has a good flavor. It's a little bit softer, but it has that end chemically taste that I've mentioned before that I find that like the Sour Punch Sour Belts have for some reason. They've got this like taste at the end that just doesn't taste like food, and I kind of get that from this one. But the Sweeto is a bit more sour. It's not as soft, but the flavor is more intense, and you don't get that weird flavor at the end. So the Sweeto have definitely won this part of the battle in my book. All right, so let's move on to the sour straws. So we're gonna start with the Sour Dudes again. They are soft-filled sour straws made with real fruit juice again, assorted fruit flavors, and they have a sweet filling inside. Does it list the flavors? Okay, does not list the flavors. And the Sweeto is fruit-flavored sour straws with sweet filling, also made with real fruit juice, and also does not list the flavors. I kind of wish it did. That would be helpful. It smells nice. This also has a little tray that I appreciate. This one, upon opening, immediately smells like strawberry banana. Okay, so here's what I find super interesting. So, from the last round, this was the Sour Dudes, and this was the, this was Sweeto. In this round, if you notice the way the colors are, this is Sour Dude and this is Sweeto. So in the first round, the Sour Dude had like less of the sour looking sugar on it, and in this round it has more. So I find that very interesting. And again, they have all of the same colors in each. Let's try them. The orange one kind of tasted like a Fruit Loop. That blue one is fire. The flavors of these are super unique. I just had the red one. That was delicious. They're very subtly sour. And I just had the yellow, which is definitely banana. And that's probably, hands down, the best banana flavored candy I've ever had, because they were able to make it banana flavored without being too much. And I think the sour helped counter that. That's amazing. Next up, so there's a green one in here, but both of the green ones have like a stripe of blue in them, which I find interesting. Yo, that's okay. These are gonna be hard to beat. These are absolutely delicious and might be some of my favorite filled straws ever. I have done a multitude now of filled straw taste testings. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done an entire video on just filled straws, and then I've had them throughout other videos, just within videos, and these are probably hands down the best one. They have a nice level of sour to them. They're soft, they're not overly chewy. The inside flavor and the outside flavor work so well together. There's no weird aftertaste. These are phenomenal. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, you're gonna be hard to beat, but let's see if Sweeto can do it. The banana one and this one, well, it's almost like banana bubblegum. It has like a bubblegum flavor to it, and it helps mellow it out. I like that. Okay, this has been probably the most interesting dollar store taste testing, because so now on this round, all of these are also super good. The flavors are really nice. The flavors, they're generic flavors in the sense that, like, the blue is blueberry, the green is green apple, the yellow is banana, the orange is orange, the red is, I'm guessing, strawberry. But they're such good flavors. There's no weird aftertaste. They're not as soft as these ones, but they're still on the softer side, which I think is interesting, is that both of the Sour Dudes items were slightly softer than the Sweeto items. But I also think it's really interesting how in the first round, the Sweeto outdid the Sour Dudes because of the level of sour, the flavor, and now in this round, it's flip-flopped, and these outdo the Sweeto in terms of sour and flavor and also softness, which it did, obviously, in both rounds. But this is super interesting, and that might potentially be why the dollar store brought in both of these brands, because they're both really good and unique, and I'm honestly surprised that these are being sold at dollar store level, because I think that these are better. Like, if somebody said, would I prefer a package of these or Sour Punch straws, I would take these 20 times over. Now, granted, Sour Punch straws aren't filled with anything, but like, if somebody asked me if I wanted, well, okay, maybe not the Sour Dudes, but if somebody asked if I wanted the Sweeto version or the Sour Punch rainbow version, or not Sour Punch, is it Airheads? Does Sour Punch make rainbow belts, or is it just Airhead that makes the rainbow belts? Either way, I'll throw a picture of whether it's just one or both, but either way, I would choose the Sweeto ones over that. Now, to be even more fair, I would choose the Sour Strips rainbow belts over all of them, but that's besides the point. We're talking dollar store stuff here. But what I'm saying is that, like, I almost think they're limiting themselves by selling them at the dollar store, because the dollar store is the only place I've seen, at least the Sour Dudes brand. I'm pretty sure I've seen Sweeto at one of, like, a local candy shop that sells like a ton of different kinds of candy. I'm pretty sure I've seen them there, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so I would say if you're at the dollar store and you're in the market for some rainbow belts, go the Sweeto route. If you're in the market for some sour straws, go the Sour Dudes route. And if they have other products from either of these brands, you're probably safe to try them, which is cool. And it means that next time I'm at the dollar store, I might check out and see what other products these brands have, because I'm pretty sure this wasn't it. These were just the two that they each both had their own version of, so I wanted to, you know, battle them against each other. And I think it ended up being a very friendly battle as opposed to a battle of the candy. It ended up being more of like a, let's come together and show that we both make some pretty good candy. It's just different in their own way. Like for these, if you prefer more sour, I'd go the Sour Straws route. If you'd prefer slightly more subtly sweet, I would go the Sweeto route. I think these actually, in like the general sense of the term, tie, but for me personally, I like sour, so I'd go this route. Okay, so with that being said, I would love to know if me doing any of these videos has prompted you to go to the dollar store and try anything, or if it has scared you from trying anything at the dollar store. I'm very curious. And if you enjoyed this, let me know. Comment below and let me know, because if so, I will continue to do these. If you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, it would really help me out. It would also help you come back for the next video, because I will be doing some more around the world taste tests very soon. I have a couple different countries to go to soon. Not me physically, but like to taste test. So yeah, I will see you in those next videos, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.